The book anchoring this series is Daniel P. Raymer's Aircraft Design, a conceptual approach, widely regarded as one of the definitive texts on how aircraft actually get designed, from a blank sheet of paper to a fully sized concept. Raymer's background makes this more than an academic exercise. He holds a PhD in aerospace engineering, degrees from Purdue and the Royal Institute of Technology in Sweden, and spent years as Director of Advanced Concept Design at Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, the same program behind the aircrafts like the SR-71 and F-117. He's since gone on a run with his old consultancy, Conceptual Research Corporation, and what makes this book so widely used isn't just the math, it's that he walks through the entire conceptual design process the way it actually happens in industry, from requirements, sizing, configuration, and the constant trade-off between the disciplines we're about to talk about. Oh, a little bit about me. Hi, I'm Ravi Paresh. I'm an aerospace engineer and a flight test engineer at Boeing. I'm super passionate about aviation, and this channel is here to help fellow aviation enthusiasts and students learn and discuss about aircraft, breaking down design books and technical topics to bridge the gap between academic theory and real-world applications. If there's something specific you'd like to see covered, let me know in the comments. Chapter 1 makes a point that's small on the page, but massive in practice. Design is a process of formulation and execution. It's not enough to have an idea. You have to carry it out. And carrying out an aircraft design means juggling several disciplines at once, from aerodynamics, structures, controls, propulsion, from testing, from aircraft maintenance, from aircraft certification. There's so much about aircraft that goes into making an aircraft that is so overlooked, and this book and this series is all about taking a deeper delve into those things. So this chapter, it covers what is design, the philosophy of design, the disciplines of design, and the overview of the subsequent chapters. So, what is design? And not like in the abstract, in the philosophical sense, but like the definition of it. Webster defines it as to conceive or fashion the mind, or more simply, to formulate a plan. That's it. That's the seat of every airplane you've ever flown on, marveled at, or dreamed of about starting from. A plan, forming in someone's mind long before a single rivet went in. That's where we're starting the series, at the very beginning of Raymer's book. I want this channel to walk through it with you, not as a textbook summary, but as a working flight test engineer who lives on the other side of that design process. I see what happens when these ideas get built, flown, and also tested. So I want to show you the both sides, the theory in the book, and what it actually looks like in practice. So the disciplines of aircraft design are structures, aerodynamics, controls, and propulsion. There are 4 disciplines. And here's the part that I really want you to sit with. Raymer is clear that none of these 4 get to dominate the others. It's not the aerodynamics aside and everyone else has to work around it. It's a balance. A structure that's perfectly efficient but impossible to control is a failure, meaning a propulsion system that's powerful but destroys your aerodynamic efficiency is a failure. But good aircraft design is the art of holding all 4 of these in tension, thoughtfully, but at the same time. The structures doesn't exceed the aerodynamic limits or the control limits, and the propulsion doesn't exceed the control limits or the aerodynamic limits. It's all this teetering balance of how can we manage all these things to achieve our requirements. That idea, balance over dominance, is going to come up again and again and again in the series because it's really the whole entire game. Where does design begin? With a sketch, a mission, a requirement? All 3 are correct. Next time, we'll look at how all they feed into the same circle. So we start off with either requirements or design concepts, design analysis, and seismic trading, and they could all loop back into each other. Do you want 300 passengers? Do you want Mach 2? Do you want stealth? And every brief starts differently. And they're not all wrong. So talking about how you design an aircraft is important as well. This is just the entry point. Over the course of this series, we're going deep into Raymer's research and his book, real conceptual design methods, real historical aircrafts, and real flight test perspective on how these ideas hold up once metal actually leaves the ground, or if rubber leaves the ground. If you're the kind of person who looks at an airplane and wants to know why it's shaped the way it is, you're in the right place. This is going to be a deep one, and I'm super excited to build it with you.